Hi, so I'm Joseph Hooper of Southdowns Dog Services. I did the APGI course back in 2019 and qualified in 2020. I then went on and did the next level, level 4. When I was on the course, or when I started the course, I had no idea what I let myself in for. My first workshop up in Scotland, I just sat there thinking, what have I done? However, that was in a good way, because I realised how in-depth this course was going to be, which is exactly what I was looking for. Before I signed up for the course, I looked at other courses and none of them really stood up. And compared to this, it was just like, oh, you get qualified in a couple of months on a weekend. And I didn't really want that. I wanted to stand out above the rest against my fellow competitors. I was, at the time, running another business, successful hard landscaping and small building company, and I was doing quite well there, but I wanted a complete change. I'd been doing dog training part-time. I just really wanted to push the dog training. I was in a little bit of a pickle, just couldn't really just get out. I was just stuck. Didn't really know how to progress my business, even though I'd done a lot of my other business. So I decided to sign up for APGI, and I was really impressed because it basically taught me everything I needed. It taught me how to understand dogs, how to train dogs, how to train and instruct people, how to help set up a business, a little bit on the social media side and advertising. It was kind of everything in one, which is something I really liked, and it really appealed to me. Once I'd qualified, I also realised that I wasn't on my own. I was actually part of an amazing network. So all of us instructors hook up every now and then on Zoom. We're all there to have a little chat on Facebook, etc., and a little private group. We've got problems with dogs that we're not sure how to solve. I'm confident that I can go to one of the other people in the group and say, look, I've got this problem with such dog, he's not doing this. I've literally tried everything, and we can put our ideas in, and we normally come out between us all as a little networking team and actually be able to help the client, which is the key thing. So it's not just about doing the course, it's the bigger picture, and it's a network that you're involved in. And it's not just about the qualifications for me, it was actually the learning process. I learned a lot about myself doing the course, a lot about myself that I never realised about myself, and how I learn and how I understand things. And I came away from it feeling quite refreshed, because previously, 10 years ago, I'd gone to trainers and said, look, I've got a problem with my dog, and no one could either give me the right answer to help, or they didn't want to, or just felt like they just didn't know. So I kind of started to doubt my trainers, if that made sense, and there's got to be more to it than this, and I don't want it just to rely on training my dog with luring it everywhere with food. I want to get past that point. I want to fully understand how to fully train this dog without having to use food or too much harsh punishment. So doing the course actually taught me that. It was actually quite eye-opening, because there's questions that I'd asked previous trainers when I was training one of my dogs years ago, and people couldn't answer the questions, and straight away I just learned straight away. I learned how to motivate my dog, I learned how to stimulate my dog, I learned how to give my dog a happy life, how not to over-exercise it, how not to overstimulate it, how to keep it engaged, and breed-specific training, which really stood out to me. And doing the course and learning all this knowledge has actually helped me to be a better instructor, because I can now pass that knowledge on to to my clients now, and I can tell them the story that, I was in your situation once. I asked the exact same questions and no one would tell me the answer, but thankfully now I have got the answer. So if you're serious about being a pet gun dog instructor, and you really seriously want to actually be a little cut above the rest with your knowledge and with your confidence, and actually managing to actually be successful, I seriously recommend this course.